It happened. It happened. I can't stop smiling, man. I can't stop smiling. It was everything. Okay. That might be a spoiler for some of you. I'm sorry. But I haven't said anything. I'm just really excited we got more Star Wars. You know what I mean? Okay. There will be spoilers now for Ahsoka. General impressions, spoiler-free, freaking awesome. I'm smiling, can't stop. But this is what you've expected from this show. What else do you want? You got Anakin last week. I mean, the scales just keep ramping up and up and up. Dave Filoni has given us everything we've ever wanted as fans in a context that makes sense, that isn't just checking off the bucket list. This is fucking awesome. This is awesome. This is everything. This is the best Star Wars. Not like the best quality, like an Andor, but this is everything that I've ever wanted as a Star Wars fan. This show is awesome, and I can't get enough of it, and it is going to be iconic Star Wars for a new generation of fans, I'm sure, but this generation of fans as well. It's everything. Prequel, trilogy, original trilogy. It's got it all, and I love it so much. I'm so happy. We're doing some really, really, really cool stuff, and I can't wait to dive into it more. Spoiler time. Go away, watch the thing. Who's here? Stop it. I don't even know why I'm giving you a spoiler warning. Let's dive in. Dawn! He was here. We got him. Oh my gosh. It was great. It was awesome. You start the episode, you're in the Purgil, you're with Ahsoka. You know, a galaxy far, far away is a little campy. Whatever. I get it. Kind of break that fourth wall there. Fair enough. Ahsoka is chatting with Hu Yang. That was a great conversation. I can't wait to dive into it more. But that happens, and then we fast forward and we see the villains, right? They're walking around the ship. Sabine's upset that her deal's not working out. Crazy, right? And then they land. They land on this planet, and it's fascinating because it wasn't the Rakata, it wasn't any of that stuff. It was the Dathomiri, not the Dathomiri, but the Dathomiri. And so we see some great mothers, very much like Mother Talzin from Clone Wars. Very interesting. But then I just know we're going to get Thrawn soon. And what do we see? We see that battle-damaged Chimera come out, just massive. And Andy messaged me saying, get ready, you gotta have a live reaction. I already had that shit rolling. I was ready to go. I knew this was gonna be the one. I was so ready. I willed it into existence, and we were gonna get my boy. And sure enough, we see all the stormtroopers at full attention. They're all battle damaged. They've got red cloth mixed in, the sort of Night Sister meld with the Empire. Freaking awesome. All battled into Enoch, who was the main warrior with the gold face, with the old like AT-AT driver or convoy driver helmet. It was a blend of Imperial and mythical. So cool. I love the little like kintsugi, like blending the helmet, the pieces together, the plastoid. That was awesome. And then we get him, right? He walks down. Took me a second, because usually he's so emaciated, and I had my little Eric moment where I was like, hey, he looks like me. But man, it was awesome getting to see Thrawn. I thought the uniform looked a little whack at first, and I was like, hey, he's probably got like 2 of them, and he's been here for 10 years, so we'll let it slide. But yeah, it was just so great to see him, hearing his voice. And then mostly just seeing the way it played out, the way he spoke to Sabine with respect and that sort of air of mutual respect. Very, very interesting, very Thrawn. Of course, he's playing his own game. He's always playing his own game. I didn't have any issues with that. But that was just so great. God, there's so much to dive into here. I'm trying to keep it moving. God, just so awesome seeing him. His eyes looked so great. The voice. It took me a second to get used to him. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't just like blown away seeing the transition. It took me a minute. But hearing the voice and seeing the uniform, it got me there. And mostly his behavior when it's revealed that they know that Ahsoka's coming. toward the end of the episode, getting to see him go into go mode and just being like, I don't care if you think you got her. We're going to plan as if she's very much alive because we know how this shit works. And that's Thrawn. He's not an idiot. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. It's not gonna happen, right? Fool me twice. I didn't know about the Force, so now he's prepared, and I love it. I mean, just look at the way he's surrounded himself with all of these people, right? It's very, very Thrawn to learn from your mistakes and fill in all the gaps of knowledge that you can, and that's exactly what seems to have happened here. So he sends Ezra out, or not Ezra. He sends Sabine out, or lets her go out rather. And man, I went on a journey with the Howlers. As soon as I saw the Howlers, I was like, oh, I don't like the rat dog. I don't like the rat wolves, man. But then just very quickly won me over. And by the end, the Howlers, man, chef's kiss. I want one so bad. Like a horse wolf. It's very Dave Filoni. But I love it. It's like part massive, part wolf, part Nexu. It's just awesome. And seeing Sabine and the Howler interact was just adorable. Reminded me of my dog. Couldn't get enough of it. So much to love here. The fight with the bandits, that was cool, unremarkable. Michael will say Disney doesn't get lightsabers. Yeah, I get it. I know, whatever. Moving on. She goes and she finds this adorable little creature, like hermit crab people, right? I think they're called Noki, something like that. The subtitles had it. I'll commit it to memory, but hey, it's a hotel. That's where I'm at right now. It's late, so bear with me. But they were really cool. It was very Star Wars, very Ewok, very much like these are the natives, indigenous to the planet, type deal. Telling the dog to settle down, don't eat it, not everything is food. It was adorable. So you go, she sees the rebel crest, says, oh, I know what that is, and they all show, they got the Phoenix symbol. That was so awesome. They all have it. They're all following Ezra. They love him so much, and so they take Sabine to this village. And you're going to see Ezra, and just wondering when and wondering how, and then we see him with his Jesus beard, and he's just standing there, and he's just looking great, man. It was so awesome, and I love that she's like, hey, I didn't come here well, and I think Ezra knows that. He knows there's some, it's not like this came without a cost, but she's like, just let me have this. Let me have this moment that it's good to see you. But yeah, there's some trouble brewing there. It's not gonna be peaches and cream forever, right? He wants to go home, and that doesn't seem possible at this point. And when Ahsoka gets there, she's not gonna be pleased either. But yeah, so they get reunited. That was a very heartwarming moment. And then you have that scene at the end that I already kind of alluded to, but getting to know that Thrawn is invoking this sort of Dathomiri dark magic again. Not sure what's going to happen, but God, I love Thrawn being Thrawn. Just like, she is alive and destroy any star whales with great prejudice. God, it was great. That man... Chef's kiss. Can't wait to see what they do next week. This show has just been a constant, just slow increase of the fader. It's just been awesome, and it gets better and better every single week. And the last 2 episodes are coming. I have no idea what's going to happen. I cannot freaking wait. I am so excited. This has been everything. And I love every bit of it. I love the Mandoverse. I'm so glad we're here. This is just so awesome, and I can't wait to see where it goes. But Thrawn is back. He's back on the chessboard. He's back in action, and this is going to be epic, and I cannot wait. We're going to have a whole breakdown. We're going to get together. We're going to talk about it later on this week. Can't wait to discuss it with you guys, get the panel, get everybody's reactions. Can't wait. Super hyped, but we'll see you next time on Program.